Let's talk planetary gear set. Okay. We have the sun gear. We have the ring gear. And the most important, well, I should say the most important, but a critical member is the carrier, and it supports the planets. Okay. This is the planetary carrier, and you'll see how critical of a role this thing plays here in a minute. Okay, planetary gear sets are found, of course, in automatic transmissions. We see 2 or 3 gear sets of these in an automatic transmission, and different configurations. In the 4-wheel drive world, if I get this to fall in, we use this for gear reduction. We use it just for that. The ring gear is always held in place. It's part of the transfer case's housing or case. It's pressed in there. It's permanently held in place. So we would turn the sun gear and see how the ratio of the carrier is. I know it can't really be seen how this is applied inside the transfer case, but look how fast the sun gear is being turned as compared to the carrier. This is slower, so gear reduction. My input to my output is slower, therefore a gear reduction, which is torque increase. Okay. In an automatic transmission, well, back to the 4-wheel drive transfer case. 2-wheel high or 4-wheel high, power just comes straight through and goes to the drive line. There's no gear reduction. But when a fork is engaged to select 4-wheel drive low or low range, then this receives power and the carrier now turns the drive lines in a gear reduction mode. Okay. In the automatic transmission world, however, the carrier can be used to do lots of things. For example, if this became the input, power's coming into the carrier. Look how fast of the driven gear is, or the output gear, the sun gear in this case. That is definitely overdrive. I'm getting more out than what I'm putting in. Okay. Again, gear reduction is when the carrier is the output. When the carrier is the input, I get overdrive. Now watch one more fun thing. If the carrier is held, I get reverse. And it doesn't matter which gear is driven and which one's the drive. That is reverse. That's just a brief overview of planetary gear sets. But in 4-wheel drive, once again, this is held permanent. This is the drive member, and this is the driven member for gear reduction, 4-wheel drive low. I think you get the idea. For example, just one last thing. If these dots are lined up, the ratio of this planetary gear set, okay, or if it was a 4-wheel drive, would be about 3 to 1, pretty close to 3 to 1. Thank you.